How is it going? Let's see, what am I doing here? Move my camera. I won't go that way. I want to go this way. Still kind of a slightly new setup, so I'm just playing around. Oh, how is everyone doing? Are you full of turkey? Are you full of whatever you ate today? For us Americans, it is Thanksgiving Day. I had turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, green bean casserole, all kinds of yummy things. And on the way home, because I was from lunchtime, I didn't really have supper because I was so full from lunch. I know, great choice, right? Here's supper. A Quick Trip discounted donut. I'm throwing sprinkles everywhere, apparently. Yummy. If you do eat donuts and you like donuts, do you like the ones with or without stuff in the middle? I like it when there's like cream or jellies or whatever in the middle. I know there's some people that don't like having that surprise. In my opinion. No, it depends on the baker. But the middle, or if you don't have anything in the middle, it can kind of be, I don't know, not a lot of flavor maybe a little dry. But yeah, they put out, fresh this morning. And then by this evening, they discount it because they want to keep everything fresh and good. So I got that for a whole... Oh, it's backwards. Why is it backwards? Oh, because I didn't change it on here. Ugh, I hate when it does that to me. There. Now life is better. It was like my background was looking so weird. That's why. I don't usually recognize it until I... Anyway, see? It's a jelly Bismarck white with Snow White icing with sprinkles. It was 79 cents. There were actually 2 in the pack. I did not eat both. I shared the other one with somebody else. And now I'm dropping parts of the frosting or icing. I call it frosting. Do you call that frosting or icing? I think icing is an older term in my brain, but still used. Jeez, I feel like I gotta move around again. This is weird. Anyway, Forever DC 302. Good to see you. I was gonna say I don't know where everybody is, but actually I do. All of us Americans, anyway, celebrating Thanksgiving. I wish I could have stayed at my parents' house a little longer. I mean, I could have if I chose to, but I wanted to get home. Because, okay, here's the thing. I went to my parents' house. We had a wonderful lunch. We actually did a nice big family photo because almost all of us were there. What else? So we did a photo. We ate wonderful food. We had a wonderful fellowship. And then about 4 o'clock, so we got together about, people started coming around noonish. And then we ate around 1-ish. We took the picture a little before we ate. About 4 o'clock, we were done eating. We also celebrated fall birthdays. Or no, it'd be winter birthdays, I mean. Well, kind of, right? The start of the winter. Like the last quarter. Anyway, about 4 o'clock, I felt like leaving. Before I continue my story, I should say hello to my honey. Happy Thanksgiving. And I just posted my CPKC holiday train video, arrival, performance, and departure. Ooh, I will have to go watch that. Thanks for letting me know. Now my hands are all sticky. If I forget, when I come back after washing my hands, remind me I said, okay, 4 o'clock, and then I was thinking about leaving. Okay? If I forget, I'll be right back. Yes, I'm walking away for a moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I saw my family, which is mostly like my parents, all my siblings. Yeah, all my siblings were there. Even one of them that hasn't really been a part of the family for a while. She even showed up, which was amazing. I'm the oldest of 8 children, so I got to see 7 of my siblings, plus about, a little more than half of us have children. So yeah, there was lots of people. Plus there was some bonuses. My one sister's, we got relatives through her ex-husband, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so they're a little extra, but yeah, we had, I mean, come on. You have a circus going on. What's a couple more? Doesn't hurt nothing. So around 4 o'clock, after the beautiful food and fellowship, there just comes a time where it just kind of feels like, I suppose I could leave. Because people, they just kind of start cluttering. That doesn't make sense, does it? Clicks. Maybe that's what I mean. Not that my family's clicky, but people just kind of do their little thing. And I just kind of felt like I was a little bit of an outsider at the moment. I mean, I could have joined any of the little groups, but I was like, So I thought, well, I'm tired. I'm full. Been here for multiple hours already. I could go home. But then I decided not to, because one of my sisters now lives, well, she's closer than she used to be, but she's still multiple hours away. So I don't get to see her all the time. So I thought, I don't get to do this all the time, and I'm just going to be coming back home all alone, and I'll be sad because I'll be all alone. Long story longer, so I stayed longer. So I stayed for another 2.5 hours. I think it was somewhere in there. I think I left around 6:30 maybe or so. Yeah. So anyway, that was my story there. Then as I was coming back home, I was like, wow, it's Thanksgiving. I'm sure everybody's busy. Everybody's probably live streaming or just busy with family. But I thought, hey, I could go live for at least a little bit and see if anybody's here. I mean, if we have enough people in here, I'll probably go for at least an hour. I figured if nobody decided to show up, maybe I'd go for 30 minutes. Normally, if I go live, I plan for an hour. But just because, I don't know, I just can think of other things to do. If nobody wants to be here, I thought, well, 30 minutes if nobody shows up, and an hour if people do. Something like that. I hope you can hear me okay. I think I better check it's the correct mic. You never know. Yeah, says this on there. Okay. Whew. I like to leave before the drunk hit the road. Yeah, that's a good idea. And hi, Drops. Nice to see you. And hello to Scrapping on the Fly. Nice to see you also. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. The other thing is that I was going to add to that story is I wish I would have stayed longer. So I was going to leave at 4. I didn't leave till about 6:30. But then right when I decided I'm leaving, they decide they're going to make pina coladas. So they're like, don't you want a pina colada? Says the people making it. I'm like, no, because I'm leaving now and I can't be drinking if I'm going to be driving. Now, these are, like I said, there's some relatives through my one sister. They're really cool. Very nice people. It sounds like they'll be staying till Sunday. So they're like, well, maybe if you come over again next time. So, yeah, because they're like, we're not going to drink all of this. They have this huge container of whatever you put in for a pina colada for alcohol. So who knows? Maybe, maybe I'll have some tomorrow after work or something. Like I said, I leave before the drunk's on the road. Yeah. Well, it won't be me. I don't drink and drive. But it's probably about the time they could potentially start up more so. Because yeah, your bellies are happy. Yeah. That makes sense. Because I could have stayed longer, but then it's gonna get later and then I'm just gonna get tireder. I know that's not really a word. I just decided to say it. Tireder. So, what did you do for Thanksgiving if you did so? Did you just stay home? Did you have to work? I mean, most people get today off if they're American anyway. Nobody wanted me over to clean their houses today because, I mean, people are celebrating. Typically, there's a couple people I would be doing today for cleaning homes because that's what I do majority for my income right now or whatever. But yeah, for some reason they didn't want me to come today. That's okay with me. It gave me a day off. That was nice. No problemo. Anyway, so if you did celebrate, what did you do? Were you just home? Did you order in pizza? Did you do the traditional Thanksgiving foods? Did you go see family? Did you go see friends? Did you go to the bar? What did you do? Went over to a friend's house. She was cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Ooh. Just stayed home. Didn't celebrate. That's all right. I know earlier I saw some pictures of other people with their family. All at the table, all happy, eating the yummy food. Hi, Brandon. How are you doing? What did you do for Thanksgiving? Sorry, somebody texted me, so I was like, okay. Why does it feel like I haven't streamed in a while? I mean, I've done this before, but it just feels kind of funny, especially a solo stream. I mean, I could have somebody up here with me if I wanted to, which, I don't know how long ago. It's already been 15 minutes. I think it's all the turkey. All the turkey is making me tired. Yes, Thanksgiving is in October for Canada, yes. Oh, you live in Canada. That's right, Brandon. I forgot. Yeah. So if you celebrated Thanksgiving, that would have been like a month ago. CR is in the house. Which is, no, just because you're not in this country doesn't mean you can't celebrate it. I don't think I really did this year, but in years past, I did have Thanksgiving foods just because when it was Canadian Thanksgiving, because why not have another excuse to have more of the yummy food? Yes, we're going to talk about food. There's CR, your favorite, I know. He's always hungry. He should learn that when he comes to a fishy or a Toyman fishy, whatever kind of stream, we're going to be talking about food. He was just picking this up. It was like, boing, boing. Ooh, that kind of made my ear snap, actually. That's funny. 5 weeks ago. CR has counted how many weeks ago. To me, it's like, about a month ago. Close enough. Close enough. I fed my cats a smoked turkey leg I made last year. What? You fed your cats a smoked turkey leg that you made last year? Did you really? Just know Nightbot is doing its job. It's showing my PayPal. If anybody wants to do PayPal, then just know if you send any funds, then I get 100% of it. I am monetized, so you can always send a super chat, which is kind of cool and fun too. But I just want you to know, this is my disclaimer maybe, that if you send me a super chat, it's fun, it's dandy. Just know that I only get 70% of it. 30% goes to YouTube, which is fine. I mean, this is their platform, and they do a great job. But I think it's wise to let people know that. So they, like, if they sent $10, just know I'm not going to get all $10. Yeah. If I'm doing my math right, I believe I'd get $7 and they'd get $3, and then there could have been some tax thing in there, or I don't know, whatever they decide there, right? I've gotten a payout though from YouTube. I think it's been 2 times, possibly 3 times. I want to say it was 2 times, because you have to get to at least $100 that you've earned. Spike, I do see you, just so you know. Spike is here. Anyway, just know that I understand we're all tight. It's not like we're all got money just dancing around. I mean, some people might, but most of us don't. Please take care of you first. I would be greatly disappointed if you sent any money my way, be it Super Chat or the PayPal link, and you didn't take care of yourself. Yeah, take care of yourself first. But then outside of that, if you feel so inclined, just know it would be greatly appreciated. I'm getting on my feet a little better now. It's still a little short when it comes to rent. That's just around the corner. But things are going to get better and better as things go. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's not going to be as bad as it was. But yeah, anything is still very, very kind, and depending on how you want it, if somebody does send a PayPal, for example, for one, that is private, so if you don't want to be anonymous, that's a way to be anonymous. And 2, even if you're anonymous, I can still shout you out and let people know that what you did. I'm spending my money on remodeling my mansion this year. Okay, that's cool. Well, it's not negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit, at least. That's true. By the way, my shovel is standing up on its own. Oh, wow. Well, I guess you have some snow. Yeah, crave has a CR in it. Yes, it does. You are correct there, CR. Cold, eh? Not to want, or cold, eh? Not to want soup now. Oh, cold enough, maybe? Yeah. It's kind of that warm comfort food or warm beverage kind of weather. I had debated about having a hot drink. I didn't necessarily want like a hot cocoa, but something warm, such as that. It's a small one, only 2,700 square foot. Well, that's bigger than what I'm living in. I don't even know what this is. This is smaller than where I was living with my ex. I know that. So, yeah, this is not very big. But it's my own house. It's a small, small house, but it's laid out nice. Just know when I first moved in, before I put a bunch of, like, actually not a bunch, more things in here, and before life got busy, I did do a tour through the house. So if you ever are curious to see what that inside of my house looks like, there is a house tour of my house, and it would have been put out probably back in April. Oh yeah, correct. Yes, correct. CR in it. Call me crazy Canadian here, but I wouldn't complain over negative 22 degrees right now. Why is that? Oh, you want to go ice fishing? Oh, I was gonna say, you crazy Canadian. You don't want it that cold. Hmm. Just letting somebody know that I'm live, but they could be busy. They could be busy. Come see me if you're not busy. A lot of people are busy. Or they could be sleeping. Yeah, crazy is CR2, yes. Wow. Hey, Fishy and Toy Man. Toy Man, yeah, he's lurking in the chat somewhere. You two just want to shack up and drink. Ha ha ha. Who am I going to shack up with? I want to, like, well, I was thinking actually in regards to a hot beverage, since hot cocoa wasn't quite what I was thinking. I do have that, I forgot what it's called. Turmeric. I knew it would come to me. I have a turmeric latte drink that I could make. I'm debating about it. CR, why did you just put a period there? It just has a period. Did you forget to put a period in your last sentence? And for all I know, you might have like retracted that in the like in the actual stream, but that's the thing on restream here. Anything you might have deleted out is gonna still be there. I'm talking about CR and Spike. I read 7 out of 10 women don't get sarcasm. Oh. I didn't know who you were referring to, so. You funny. You so funny. Oh, no, it's a dot. Why did you send me a dot? Technically, it's called a period. And I'm not talking about female stuff. It's when you type, you could put a comma or a period or a semicolon. And I'm not talking about my organs here when I say colon, okay? Yes, I understand it was a joke. It's all good. I'm just letting a couple people know because sometimes YouTube doesn't let people know. But I do know that a lot of people are just busy today too. Be it they're having Thanksgiving or not. It is the middle of the week. So, yeah. And then anybody that has been following and being here when, let's make sure that's open all the way. It is. Word game night with, when I do that with Brian, just know it's not that I've forgotten about it. It's a dot. Oh, geez. You're still talking about this dot. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying before my brain went? Oh, I was talking about Brian. So usually on Tuesdays we were doing word game nights, which a lot of people were enjoying. Overall, I believe there's people that were having fun. Just know that we did not forget about doing them. It's just, I mean, I got busier in life, but I could still do it. Sometimes I'm late, but I could still do it. But his grandma had passed away, right? And then he had to help pack up the house. And I don't know if he's still packing up the house or what, but he's been busy. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe December. I have one ready to go for the first week in December. So we'll see what happens. Stella says Giggles. Good to see you, Giggles. Happy Thanksgiving, he's saying to everyone. See? Happy Thanksgiving. And hey, when you are all coming in, if you and you and you and you and you over there, yes, you in the far back over there, if you could click the thumbs up, that would be just marvelous, spectacular, fantastic. Fantastic. It's a really easy, quick, free way to tell me that you, if I can speak, I can sometimes, that you are enjoying what you see, and it tells YouTube that you like the content, you like this channel, and you would like more of it. Makes me think of a song. Want some more of it. I can't think of all the lyrics except the want some more of it part. Uh-oh. I like it. Is it I like it, I love it, I want some more of it? I might have that mixed up, but anyway. Mary! Woo! Getting the afterburners. We should have exercise with Fishy, or maybe it's stretching. Stretching with Fishy. Woo! Would that be fun? Yeah, just stretch your neck. Stretch your neck. I don't know. Then make sure you put your deodorant on. Ah, funny. I have danced before, to music. I have it on YouTube. I'm jamming out. Yeah. Usually a little earlier in the day, though. I think the sun helps me because, well, there really was no sun today, but there is sun. It's just being blocked by some clouds and such. I have to say the days where there's sun out, it seems like most of the time, unless I'm just having a really bad day for some reason, like maybe I'm sick or something. But even at that, the sun being out helps with mood, but it also seems to help with energy. It just seems like I can have more, let's go when there's that sun. It's like it helps make the Energizer Bunny come out. I also use LifeWave patches, as some of you probably know, and that's a phototherapy. Doesn't put anything in your body and gives me my own personal light, which helps when there's no sun outside. And then when there's sun outside and I have the patch on, it's a double yeah. So, if you want to reverse your aging process, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you a story. Educational purposes only. Go talk to your doctor about it if you wish, because I'm not a doctor. What do I know? Anyway, yeah, I've been doing them for a year now. I am very inspired, intrigued. I will always talk to people about it because it's literally changed my life. It's not gonna, prevent all the things. Obviously, you're still gonna have some things, like if you're low in some things, like let's say you're low in iron. Well, the patches aren't gonna patch that for you. You might have to take some iron or, things like that. But I haven't had any symptoms of my autoimmune now for quite a while. I mean, it seemed to help improve things way at the beginning. So I'm going to say it's probably been 9 months plus of not having symptoms of my autoimmune, which was very disabling at times. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep patching and being the light, and I am going to share because I feel so selfish to keep it all to myself. Who couldn't use some energy? And this time of year, this reminds me, normally my body would be hurting so bad right now because of the weather changes and stuff. All my joints, it's like arthritis kind of feeling. I don't know if I was never diagnosed with having such, but it just made me think of that because it was in my joints. It doesn't mean I had that, but I definitely could feel the weather change. And you know what? I don't even have 1 ounce of that anymore. Love it. Love it. I have so much more energy than I used to have. Yes, now it's later in the day and the sun is down and it's going to be getting to be bedtime. Well, yeah, you're supposed to start winding down and whatever, but I have a lot more energy than I used to have. I know people like Ron, who's in the chat. He's known me before when I'd pass out all the time. I had so much fatigue. It was disabling at times. I couldn't even get out of bed. What else? My heart rate would go way too high. I mean, there was a lot of things that I haven't had for a while. So why go back when you found something so, well, it's not magical, but it feels that way because I don't have to deal with that stuff. Yes, Go Fish, Dancing the Night Away. That was my favorite song back in the Glenn and Maureen days. Drop says, I take a bath at least once a month. I don't smell that bad. Oh my goodness. I make my elves deliver the coal. I don't like iron. I'm RH negative and have copper-based blood. Okay. Yeah, you do you. You figure it out. I know there are some people that do have too much iron and they have to actually go and get rid of some of that blood each month, I think it is. So, yeah. Beetroot juice will keep your blood pressure down. Nice. I don't have I do have a blood pressure problem in reverse. I did anyway. When I had my POTS syndrome active and triggered, I would get a high heart rate. That's not your blood pressure. I had a high heart rate. So that means the amount of beats, the heart beats in a minute. And it would be up to like 220 beats per minute. And then my blood pressure would go low. So my blood pressure was normal, but then when I was symptomatic, it went really low, like 60 something over whatever. I mean, that's really low. So high heart rate, low blood pressure equals pass out. I'm not a doctor, but I know of people that have had symptoms, as you're saying right here, about having this high and to bring it down. There are people that have been on what I'm on, and they have been able to make that better. Can't guarantee what your body wants to fix first, but it does produce stem cells from these patches. There are studies and tests that have proven this, and stem cells will go where the body thinks they're best suited first. So if you have a heart issue, okay, I like to use this example. There's people, and even me, might have wrinkles or something, right? As we age, we get more and more wrinkles because we smile and whatever we do, we get those little lines called wrinkles. Just know that it's not going to go after that first because that's more superficial. That's cosmetic. It's going to go into like more of the vital things first. So, for example, there was a lady that was worried about her wrinkles, and I see you, Jeff. And she was so upset after, like, I don't know, maybe a month or so of using the patches that her wrinkles didn't go away. But after a while, she had gotten some tests done on her heart because she had some heart issues. And she found out through the doctors that there was great improvement there. So, a functional organ like your heart is a much better thing to have happen. Because I like to think of it this way. Yeah, she could have been vain and had her face look somehow better, but it's not going to help you any if you're in the coffin. How are you going to enjoy that? If your heart gives out on you. Anyways, yes, I see that Jeff has popped in. He said hello, and he said, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hi, Jeff. Nice to see you. And we also have Dave and Wolfie. How are you doing? All good, all good. And yes, there are definitely herbs and supplements you can use too. Definitely not saying that the patches is the ultimate only thing that you can do, but it's quite easy and it can do a lot more than what some supplements can do. You just stick it on and it does its work. And you can still take your supplements too on top of that if you wish. 24s. Oh my. Am I going to say this right? 24s whoosh gram 24. Did I say that right? Anyway, thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, there are lots of foods that help too. That can help or hinder depending. Oh, that you need to go? I will have to go. Okay. That's I figured you forgot a word. I have to go before 2 if hour. That's okay. It's all good. Mm-hmm. You ate too much and now you're hungry again? Well, you weren't here yet, but I had finished having a donut not too long ago. I know, most nutritious thing on earth to eat. But no, I had a very, very big, wonderful lunch. Had traditional type of foods mostly. Actually, I videotaped. I think there was a couple foods that weren't out there yet, like maybe a couple of the desserts. But the main course was out, so I had to go and I videotaped it. And so there will be a video coming out. I'll probably do that after the stream here, and so I can get it out today since it's Thanksgiving today. And so if you wish, you can see what yummy foods I got to partake in. And this may seem kind of yucky to some people, or maybe you've never had it. Have you ever had okra before? If you know anything about okra, the insides can be kind of slimy and gross to some people. The texture-wise or whatever, it doesn't really have a taste. It's just kind of the ooey gooey, kind of weird. My favorite way to have okra is pickled, and my mom pickles okra. So I probably ate, I don't know how many I ate, maybe 15, and they were tiny. but probably 15 little okras that were pickled. See, it tastes good, especially pickled. I like pickled things. But also, did you know that okra is really good for you to consume because of that, like I said, the weird like sliminess on the inside? That's actually really good for your intestines to help, I guess, for lack of better words, lubricate it, keep it healthy. So there's some foods that might be a little interesting for us because of the texture or maybe even the taste sometimes, but it can be quite tasty. Not tasty. Well, it can be quite tasty too, but it's quite good for your body. I canned pickled okra this year. Okay, so do you like it? Drops? Is vinegar in vinegar or brine? I'm pretty sure that was just a traditional vinegar canned recipe. In regards to fermenting and pickling, that's something I want to get back into. Is I want to do more fermenting because that's a good way to have a lot of good, I'll just call it a lot of good bugs for your gut. Because when you pickle things with vinegar and you can it, I mean, it's still, the vinegar is actually still good for you and stuff. You still get some nutrients, but a lot of those, actually pretty much all of those good bugs are killed in the heating process. So anyway, so I want to get more into fermenting again. I did make my own sauerkraut a while back. I still have some in the fridge. That stuff is yummy. Also, well, I should make like some kimchi maybe. I have made fermented pickles. So you take the cucumbers and you ferment them instead of canning them. So it's just on a salt. It's a salt water brine, if I'm thinking correctly. Yeah, because the salt helps prevent it from molding, I believe. And it gives it a little flavor. But you can do that with whatever. It doesn't have to be cucumbers. I've done it with cucumbers, carrots. I think it was onions too. And it makes a really delicious, like, pickled taste. And it has some really good nutrients in it for you. You fry. I've heard fried okra is pretty good too. Actually, cow horn okra. Much better than that crap they sell in the stores. Well, my parents grow okra. I don't know what variety they grow, but they grow their own okra and then they eat it. Like they might saute it, fry it, or pickle it. Oh, CR, I backed up to see you're planning to have some tomato soup. That actually sounds good. Oh, here we go. I have to back up to more food. We had parsnips, Brussels sprouts, potatoes, roasted. So good. And if Ron is still in the chat, I know he'd like the parsnips. And my mom, too. I've had them before. They're good. But it doesn't stick out as something I'm going to remember to get. Where for some people, it's like, oh, they're so good, you know. I know Ron really, really loves them. I think he likes those better than carrots. My mom does too, but she doesn't always have them. But I know she likes them. So you had that, of course, the turkey and dressing. Oh, you made pumpkin pie. Nice. Yes, I'm making you all hungry. At least you, CR. Like I said, make sure you hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate. Thank you for being here, too. I think I canned over 120 jars of pickles this year, growing more cucumbers indoors. Nice. Okay, it says cow horn okra can grow up to 6 inches long and still be soft and not hard like the classic Clemson time. Okay, I wonder if she even knows about that kind. That's interesting. I should look it up. Because they grow their own, but it's the classic, like it's only, yeah. I don't know, I'll go like this, measuring. What would that be? 4 inches, 3 inches. Not, I mean, the pickled ones I had today were definitely on the smaller end. Yeah, Brussels sprouts are great. Well, I was talking about the parsnips, Ron, but Brussels sprouts are good too, yeah. You're changing your mind on food now? What you're gonna have something else or what? What's up? Apparently Ron has to go. Oh, to bed. I was thinking he's going to work. All right, you have a good night. Get some good sleep. I'll be going for about another 15 minutes probably. Oh, jeez. I've been going and going and going all day. Now I'm like, whew, it's been a day. Jeff is back. Pickled ones usually do no more than 2.5 inches. Oh, is that why? Because, yeah, they were, I was going to guess 3 inches or less. Guessing. Why does it sound like there's a snowblower? Oh, maybe that was the air coming on. Maybe that wasn't a snowblower, huh? Yeah, I bet it's been a busy, busy day for you. It's Thanksgiving. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I was going to say that I was really thinking about it, especially yesterday. There are things I used to take time to do that I haven't done in a while that I enjoy doing, and they're good for me, and I'm going to do it again. And those things are things like I'm going to make my own yogurt. I've been just kind of doing it the lazy way. I just buy it at the store. But, it's cheaper and better for you if I just made it here. The stuff in the store, they tend to stick extra junk in it, preservatives and stuff. You don't know how many good bugs are left in it because who knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf. And if they've killed it, well, usually you can tell if they killed it or not because you do use a little bit of it for a starter for your yogurt. And so I've had that before where I've done yogurt and I wasn't careful to make sure it said live culture in it. And yeah, the yogurt didn't turn into yogurt. I mean, the milk did not turn into yogurt. So anyways, I want to do more of my own yogurt. I want to make more fermented vegetables, be it onions, carrots, cucumbers, cabbage, which would be sauerkraut, or kimchi. Those are really good for the gut. What else was I thinking? Oh, sourdough. Because I talked about yogurt. I talked about vegetables. I mean, you can even ferment fruits if you wish too. But sourdough bread. I'm going to do that again too. It's, think about it this way. If you enjoy bread, it's good to try to do sourdough bread because it's almost like this might sound gross to say it this way, but it's like it's pre-digested for you to some degree because it's live and it's breaking down the grains and I don't know, it's supposed to be very good for you. And just making bread in general at home is going to be better because there's going to be less junk put into it. Even if you use white flour, it's still going to be better than at the store, even if it's not sourdough. Basically, the more wholesome you can get, the better it will be. Ultimately, what I'd love to do is get my own whole wheat and stuff and get back into having my own grain, like flour grinder. And if I could freshly grind my flour and use it right away, or if I'm going to use it soon, I'll freeze it because that's another thing. If I get flour from the store, even though it's worthless with no nutrients in it, I tend to get the white flour, because any of the whole wheat flour, if it has any germ in it, it's already like rotting. Because once you break open that grain and you expose the germ is the middle of the grain, it will spoil. And so I don't want to get whole wheat flour that's been on the shelf for who knows how long, because it's rancid. And so white flour, they've taken the germ out, so it's just the white flour, which means it's just carb and no nutrient, but you're not getting rancid flour. So ultimately, I need to get my whole grains and grind my own and grind it when I'm going to make bread. And like I said, and then what I would do if I did a little extra, I would freeze some. That way I had some on hand for, so I didn't have to grind every time. And I had a little on hand for, like, I don't know, pancakes or something, let's say. Or maybe bread again. But you don't want to go too far in advance, because it does start breaking down. Yeah, buying raw cow milk is a smart choice. That I guess I didn't even think of that. That'd be another good thing for me to get my hands back on. Might have chicken instead. Okay. Pickled sunflower. Have you done pickled sunflower? Oh, you're thinking out loud. Yeah. Pickled sunflower. I've seen where people take CR. Have you seen this? Where they'll take like a sunflower before it's mature. So it's when the seeds are still kind of soft, I guess I'll call it. So like a baby sunflower. So it's starting to do the head, but it's not formed seeds yet. And they actually, I think they put, like, I don't know if it was oil and butter and seasoning or whatever on it. And then they grill it. And then they eat it. I don't know. I've never done it, but apparently they say it's pretty good. I've heard conflict on that, though, I guess. I've heard many people say it's good, and then there's some people that say it's not that good. But then other people said it's because they picked it at the wrong time or did something wrong. So I don't know. I've never had it. But there you go, CR. Do a grilled sunflower. And I'm not talking about Sunflower, who is now here in the chat. Hi, Sunflower. Talk about the actual flour. CR seen the videos, but must not have tried it yet, I'm assuming. The radish is the main ingredient in kimchi. Wild rice is better. But look into amaranth. And amaranth, you can grow it and eat it, even the leaves. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to think what that... Oh, was it called kamut? There's an ancient grain, or one of the ancient grains I was getting that's supposed to be like an older grain that's supposed to be a little better for you. I want to say it's called kamut or something like that. Oh, the rolls were good. Having Thanksgiving Day with family. Nice. That's nice, Sunflower. And I'll be right back. I'm going to show you, because I brought my fishy buns. I'll show you one of them. One of them that's left. See? One left. I baked these this morning, and so they were still a little warm when I got there. And then I put them like up on the dash in the car, so then they were kind of re-warmed on the way to my parents' house. Let's see. It's too bright, but there you go. And then I thought, oh, I should probably cut them. So I have a talking fishy bun. No, have you ever had that where you're in line and you're going to put something? I mean, people might want to put butter, or actually some people put turkey and some of the other fixings inside. So I'm glad I cut them first, because have you ever been disappointed? You're in line and there's a bun and it's not cut and you got to try to rip it open since you don't have a knife, and then it, like, I don't know, doesn't do it right. So I opened it up partially. Look at that. Ho. Here. I didn't actually, did I eat any of my buns today? I don't think I did. I think I just brought them. Good. This here is just a bread bag that I have. Oh yeah, see you later, Sunflower. Enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping in. And see, she only had like a moment to stop in. But you know what? She still stopped in, and I think that's amazing. Thank you, Sunflower. I hope you left a thumbs up. Well, part of the problem with the grains nowadays, from what I gather, not that I know anything, right? But from what I gather, is a combination of the chemicals they spray on it and because of the GMO type of things they do to it. The genetically modified things where they mess with things. Things that it wasn't that way from before. And sometimes it seems to make an improvement of size, quality, maybe resistance to certain pests and stuff, but it's not necessarily good for our bodies. Like, for example, if they're spraying a spray to kill some sort of insect or something, I mean, you're going to get some of that on the grain, which is going to get in your flour, which is going to get into you. And I don't know, it probably doesn't take rocket science to figure out if it's supposed to have a certain reason to be put on there, what is it doing inside of us? Obviously, we're a lot bigger than the little pests they're trying to get rid of. But it's like being, I don't know, in my opinion, not a doctor, not a scientist, not a whatever, but in my opinion, and this is not FDA approved of what I'm saying, right? In my opinion, it's like little bits of, like, just tiny bits of poison, right? It's not going to necessarily, you're not going to tip over right away, but it might cause you some issues, and down the road may add up to that. So, and I'm sure that's part of my own issues I've had in life, is just what the foods I'm eating. I mean, like this bun, yes, I made this at home, and yes, it's going to have less preservatives in it, that is helpful, a little bit less chemicals in it. But I did use store-bought, pre-ground, white flour, not organic. So probably is GMO, and it's probably been sprayed with some kind of pesticide. So, voila. All right, you take care, CR. Thank you for being here. And yeah, that's interesting. Drops amaranth was grown way before wheat for the same purpose and is 12 times more nutritious. Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know if I've ever played around with it yet. No. But yeah, there's a lot of things I have learned either on my own research and also with my mom. My mom is very health oriented, I guess. Always has been from as long as I've known her, which I've known her all my life. Because, see, part of that is her dad died way younger than he should have, or, well, way younger than we would hope. He had passed away, I believe he was in his mid-40s. So, I mean, really, around my age, he passed away. And I believe she was, like, later in her teens when he died. And so ever since then, it's been on her mind and almost like a mission of hers to find the right whatevers that help, whoever, be it herself, her family, her friends, anybody she knows, because she cares. And that just stuck with her. I mean, it's like her dad probably didn't have to go that early. And so just seeing why maybe that happened. But yeah. So yeah, what am I trying to go there? Just basically, she's been health oriented. She's tried everything from A to Z, be it for herself, be it for like us as children growing up. Just trying to help. And to tell you the truth, I think she's finally found what she's been looking for, and that's these patches. There's a lot of things you're going to hear about them if you ever look into it. There's a lot of info here on YouTube. But anyway, it's out of all the stuff she's researched over all these years, this is the best thing she's ever seen. So just keep that in mind. It's pretty cool. All right, folks. Well, I do see we are at an hour, actually an hour and 1 minute. So I am going to sign off. I thank every one of you, each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Be it you are here live, or if you are that cool person that couldn't be here, but you're watching the replay, or maybe you are here and you watched the replay, which is like double whopper cool. Anyway, you all take care. I'm sure I'll be live again sometime soon. And I will be putting out a Thanksgiving video probably tonight. So there you go.